legislate and mandate things that if you do a chronology of this country with Native Americans, if you put a win-loss column down together, you will see the unfairness that it has been. And I guess, this is the year I turned 57, and all the years that I've been on this earth, with what my family had prophesized and what the Apache people had talked about, I never dreamed that I would be in that era of time. And it's here. What we're facing as Native people, but not only as Native people, but people in this country as well. Because what you see here in this video started off as an Apache fight. And then it became a Native American fight. Then it became a state fight. Then it became a country fight. And now it's a world fight. And this is what you're witnessing. This is what's occurring right now. And the struggle that we have is participation. Do we want to get involved in this, or do we not want to get involved in this? Today, we're facing a race in this country, Republicans and Democrats. We're hearing all these issues when it gets with environment, culture, and the future of tomorrow are either corporations. I mean, that's really the choice that we have of what America is going to be voting on. But then you break it down to, how was this country founded? And why was it founded in the way it was? Well, when we journeyed to Washington, D.C. to fight this bill and introduce a repeal on this bill that John McCain had put forward, it was really interesting because along the way, I really had plans of meeting a lot of tribes, a lot of different tribal leaders. But who did I meet? I met Americans, a lot of Americans, not just Native people. But the crazy thing that I didn't expect was the fact that we all live the same. That every culture is suffering here in America. We have to admit that. We can't say that there's only one that's suffering. Everyone is suffering. And I can tell you many stories of our trip to D.C., but in summarizing it, a lot of leaders in Indian country are taking different positions. Some are militant, some are hardcore, but here, what you see here is what we're taking is the healing. We're healing. We're going to heal from the past. Because when we heal from the past, then we know what the future is. But in this healing process, you have to go back to where you originated from and internally deal with that first. So in my tribe, what we have dealt with since 1934, since the constitution of our tribe, was the fact that we had differences. San Carlos has 15 different bands of Apaches that live in San Carlos, which makes us very unique, very unique. And that was one struggle to get over, because each of us have a story. And then within that, we have the scouts. That scouts led this battle in the Southwest and more or less kind of gave it over to the Americans. And so we had to heal because there was a difference of opinions. The other day we had a groundbreaking near Kearney on the, I guess you would say, our south side of the reservation. And one of the speakers in our tribe said, yeah, I'm from the Scouts. I don't like Geronimo. That was one of our people. And I'm like, whoa, this guy needs to heal. Because in so many ways, you look at Arizona, all these scouts probably should have been given Sedona and lived at the best because the West was given away with their involvement. But no, they stand there every day like myself. Because my family, my dad, comes from the Choctaw Apaches. And my great-grandfather was captured a month before Geronimo left. He was exiled out of Arizona. So my family stayed within San Carlos. And that's who I am today. Not But anyway, in that process was, in order to heal, we had to come to terms that it was okay. It was okay with decisions that everybody made, because people were being killed left and right, family members, women were being assaulted. Those are the things that you don't read, those are the things that you don't hear, those are the things that you don't